hello, hello, hello. Hopefully you're all having a good one. Hello, Twitch, hello, YouTube, and we are back again. Whew. We got more teasers today, chat. Fired up. Yeah, yo, what's good, Jesse? Shuffle that playlist. All right, what you up to today, Jesse? Yo, what's good, Trader? Coming in with the 1-bit. Playing and watching, that's what I'm talking about. Do it. Wifey just rolls her eyes. Yeah, that's right. We like wifeys around here. Oh, no, I'm not doing critical strike reduction. Hell to the no. I should do these two. Sure, I'll take those. What you playing today, Jesse? Trying to get a helmet and a Time Rod Void Knight. Trying to get helmet and a sword. Yo, yeah, that's gonna be a nasty build. I got a video going live tomorrow going over my top 5 Sentinel builds I played this season. Right, you're hoping, yeah, otherwise I feel like, was it Exolus? Hey, yo, what up, KK, man, Chaos? Otherwise, it feels like Exolus is going to be, like, one of our few ways to really interact. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say it's going to be one of our few ways, but for what, yeah. Because, like, Frozen Sentinel mentioned something like Fractured Crown, right? You don't need ward retention for Fractured Crown because you don't have ward with Fractured Crown. So, with that being said, well, for those who don't know, Fractured Crown Fractured Crown states you don't get ward. It's kind of like a mage item for health builds for mage, which is kind of weird, but nonetheless, since you don't need crown, since you don't need ward, converting that over to damage, converting it over to spell critical strike multiplier, and then dealing with the consequences. Could be a corrupted affix. I'm thinking they want us to just explore. How you doing today, bro? Yo, Chaos, how's it going, bro? Going good. Excellent. Okay, so what if I use this? Yeah, off. Also, I lose. I'm also going to be losing the fact that this is not a Leonine's. And this is such a great helmet, except for the fact that I didn't get the reduced channel cost. Okay, so we're using armor here. Let's change that to armor while channeling. Wait, Frozen Sentinel? No. I wasn't sure. One time I logged in and I saw a mage right over here and I right-clicked on it and I'm like, oh, that's Frozen Sentinel. Why, whoa, what's good, bro? Armor while channeling, nearly maxed. Alright, so let's try this. I mean, we do have a lot of health still. 4,800 health is nothing to sneeze at. Been getting your offline legacy ready? Yeah. I like spinning for forever. Yay. Okay, well. We lost it. Do you know what you're going to be league starting as, bro? Have you tried spinning? Yeah. Blade Dancer, got it. There we go. Blossom. Spent more time theory crafting BD than playing LE. Wow, that's saying a lot. We got wrecked. Oh. Ready for this update? PD's only had like 2 builds, and they are just different ways of using Umbral Blades. Right. And what about the stab and drag? Well, that's probably not really been a build for a while, you know, where you like stab them and then shift to cause extra damage. Hi, Bike, just popping in to wish you a good stream. Haven't been sleeping well lately, so after I put the kid to bed, I'm gonna go to bed too. As long as my insomnia allows me. Have a good night. Have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you get some good sleep tonight. Hey, so Trader, what are you up to today, man? It's been Sync Strike, Shift combo for forever. Yeah, me too. Played Bleed Lethal Mirage BD 1,000 hours in Season 2, man. Chaos going hard. Oh, this was a failed thing, right? Right. Want to be like a ninja. Held Average 2 is now 24 gigabytes with a new update today, but I'm on Swore Tour with a friend. Okay. Maybe I'll try reinstalling it. I'll see if it works for me. That was a few updates ago. You're behind, Trader. Well, he's been playing Swore Tour. It's now not optional. Oh, they rolled it out for everybody. Yeah, Star Wars, The Old Republic, right. Before it was optional, Trader. Oh, well, there's no point. I mean, that's cool. No. I mean, when life gives you lemons. I mean, I like the idea of spinning for forever. That's kind of how the meta thing is. But if I want to use that other helmet, I'm probably going to have to do what I did with my other Warpath build, which is have the damage crank up faster. Honestly, let's do that. Let's replace that. Let's remove that. Also, new enemies for the squids. Hey, what's up, Kaiser? How's it going? I was wondering this myself. From the description, it looks like the conversion affix only appears on amulets. That's right. It only appears on amulets. Yo, and what's good, Air Dragon? Haven't seen you for a little while. Hopefully all is well. You've just been lurking? Well, I appreciate all the lurks, man. Alright, let's do this. Ho ho! Hey, hey, hey! You decided to try the entire family gets the plague game. 10 out of 10 would not recommend. Yeah, let's not have the entire family get the plague. Well, it sounds like you already played the game. The family gets the plague. Wait, why am I getting rings? Should I be getting helmets? Norovirus. Oh my god, that is terrible. Minus 30. Yeah, I would not survive if we minus 30 these. Either the youngest or the wife brought it home, but it was one of those two. Oh, I don't even have any of those. I should have checked. Nesting Grove. No. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's do that. It gives us something to do. Took out the whole school. Almost 80% of the people were... Wait. Okay, so... Has their kitchen been investigated? Like, have they tested the kitchen? If the entire school was impacted, somebody wasn't washing their hands. Tell me, like, unless the school doesn't have a cafeteria. Yeah, no, norovirus. Like when I do my serve safe, I know serve safe's probably in every state, but they have like, you know, serve safe, insert state. So serve safe California, norovirus is one of the ones that they teach you about and how it's spread. At least for the manager's course. I mean, that's what I took. Both were cleaned now. Yeah, it sounds like unclean surfaces and or staff were not washing their hands correctly. I mean, to have hit that many students, like, it had to have been the cafeteria. That's all it takes, man. Where do I minus it from? Probably here under move speed. I mean, that's 10% move speed. I'll just live without. I almost feel bad for Rye, almost. Yeah, Void Chicken gets his just desserts. Other than that, just playing some Warframe. Game has its hooks in me again. It does that, doesn't it? It has that hold on people. Haro, help me, Haro. Void Chicken, yeah. I mean, I don't care about a 3LP draw string, so see you later. Hey, so what did you guys think of the I don't want to call them teasers, but you know, another reveal for Hype Week? What did you guys think? Anybody excited to convert their strength over to brutality? Void Chicken and Warframe? Yeah, Void Chicken, man. I'll take a drumstick. I don't know who that was that said Void Chicken, but it was somebody in my chat who one time was like, oh yeah, you're fighting Void Chicken again? I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Hunt Showdown event tomorrow seems like a good time. I don't think I'm going to be able to play much, man. As it stands right now, man, I need to make every penny I can get. So pretty much every Friday and Saturday night, my butt's gonna be in the car for Uber. No breaks. Thanks for the bits, man. I wasn't trying to be like, please give me money. Goal of 1,101. Yo, appreciate it. Gonna take the 26th off to play the new season, but now I have to man a technology conference booth. Uber's lame? Dude, Uber's put food on the table before, man. It also gives me enough flexibility that I don't have to commit to another job. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it would probably be a lot simpler if I just went and got another job somewhere instead of streaming every night. But I like this. I want to make this work, so hopefully the updates with last Epoch can keep the updates what's the word, steady. Yeah, and I also got the 26th and 27th off. Thorns. What are my thoughts on Omen windows? I mean, the mechanic looks cool. You know, you're gonna be able to earn currency just like we can with Rift Beasts. I think it'll be nice to get the echo chains and everything too. That way you can be like, oh, I wanna do these kind of echo chains, and then you can do those echo chains, like, you know, 3 echoes in a row. I wonder how far we can chain them. Can we chain one echo chain into another chain into another chain? Could I do like 9 echo chains? Just like do. I think that could be a lot of fun. Multiple echo chains would be ideal. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, let's see. Is this finally now the time after this item's been nerfed multiple times? Am I gonna be able to get... Yo, Trader, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Am I gonna be able to get... flat... melee void damage? Trader, thank you for the 11 bits. Well, I got so many of these, I might as well. Yeah. See you later. What's up, Mike? Happy St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day. I've celebrated in the past multiple times, but this year, no. Kind of hyped for the Rune of Corruption, although from reading the notes they dropped today, sounds like it's going to be more bad than good. It does. Like, I think that's the thing about this season. And I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, but it definitely seems like they've added these new, yo, Trader, thank you for the 1,000 bits. It definitely seems like this season in particular, for season 4, they've added more damage and more, you know, like more ways to gear out your character, but it's going to come with a cost. And it seems like it's going to be hefty, for lack of a better term. But I was talking to Frozen Sentinel, and he said he sees it as a problem that he's looking forward to solving. I'm just hoping that it's a mechanic that does not become required, and that, you know, it could flesh out or even bring more depth to some builds without it being like, well, if you don't get this, you're screwed. You know what I'm saying? Like, only if you can get this, this, and this, only through corruption can this build work. I feel like that's not going to be very interesting. Whereas, well, this build's okay on its own, but, you know, if you get this one corruption, it could take it to the moon. Like, I think that's interesting, right? Like one, but if I'm gonna need like 12 items that have to be corrupted a very specific way, like, no thanks. Like, I can already hear it now. RNG! It's RNG on top of RNG. I do know the likelihood of me corrupting my best in slot. Yeah. I do know the likelihood of me corrupting my best in slot items is low. Doesn't seem like they're build enabling, but that's the thing. Like, so far, it seems like they're not at build enabling. But what if you, yeah, slams with bike, let's go. But, you know, after we've had some time to play with the season, I would not be surprised to see some theory crafted builds where it's like, hey, listen, this build, it's kind of mid, but hey, if you were able to convert your dexterity into guile, and then if you're able to get this item, you're able to chain it into this, and then if you're able to corrupt this sword, turns out there's this special corrupted affix that you can get on one-handed daggers or swords that can only that drop from the moon if you blink twice. And if you could get that, this build is all of a sudden uber Aberoth viable, and it's one of the best in the game. Yo. Oh, Jesse, thank you so much. You continuing the gift you got from Tileron? Well, that's very generous. Thank you, Jesse. Yes, sir. Yo, Trader coming in with the 5 bomb. Thank you very much, Trader. Suggest an emote. What's the emote, Marvel Man? Do I have any lurker emotes? No, I got the lurker command. I could see if I can come up with a lurker emote. I mean, from Investigating Madness, 100 int is only 20% crit multi. Well, nice. Necessarily, I would not call it mandatory. I'm open to being wrong, but I'm not going to hold my breath. I love to lurk. Appreciate the lurk, Marvel Man. Appreciate the lurk. I'll see what I can do. Yo, what's good, YouTube? Thank you for the lights. Lights? Likes. I'll see what I can do. Oh, Tilron does his own 5-bomb. Well, thank you very much, Tilron. You've gifted 42. Oh, no. You've gifted 130 subs. I'm like, 42 doesn't sound right. Trader with 1,000 bits. Thank you very much. Hey, oh, a sub went to Daryl. The Triple D. So thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate the generosity. Wow, level 4 hype train. You guys rock. I'm least interested in conversion stuff. I mean, I was talking to, I think I already said it, but I was talking to Frozen Sentinel, and he said he sees it as a problem to be solved. Yo, Tilron coming in with 1,000 bits. Thank you so much. 1,001, excuse me. Okay, yeah, that works. We'll go with that. Worker, you know. Appreciate the likes over on YouTube. Trader coming in with the 1,002 bits. Yo, do we got a bit war going on in the channel? Yeah. Yo, look at this, man. We got ourselves a good old-fashioned bit war over here on Twitch. You're not seeing them? I'm pretty sure they're popping up. Are they not popping up? Has anyone else been seeing the on-screen messages? Just did a refresh? You haven't. Okay. Have you guys been hearing the sound effects? You synced it? Negative. Okay, everybody's saying no except for Chizzy. All right. Let's figure this out. Oh, wait, no, they're popping it. Wait. Yeah, they are popping up. Yeah, they're popping up. I'm looking at the past broadcasts on YouTube because I can rewind. They're popping up on at least on the YouTube stream. It's a little box right in the middle of the screen. But not the bits. Okay, well, let's figure out why bits aren't popping up then. Yeah. Okay, did you guys see that? I'm seeing it on my end. Is it not popping up on Twitch? Okay, I'm seeing, saw the pop-up, no sound. I'm hearing the sound, but it's probably getting drowned out by the audio. Yo, Trader coming in with the 1,002 bits. Tilron coming in with the 1,201 bits. Yeah, they're probably getting drowned out by the Yeah, let's... Trader coming with the 1 bit. Yeah, I don't have a... Okay, that worked.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Okay, Kevin, thanks for the 10,000 bits. That was a test. Yeah, it's working. It's just the music was drowning it out. All right, let's enough of that now. Let's make sure YouTube's open. Yeah, everything's working. Yo, thank you so much for all the donations. Level 6 hype train, you guys rock. So what were we talking about? Yeah, the conversion things. I don't know, the conversions could be like a bit of a sleeper. You're gonna push this build over 1,000 corruption to make it on to Aaron Action RPG's board. Well, I'm not gonna submit this build to Aaron Action RPG. We already have a to Aaron's website because we already have a Warpath build on the site. This is more like the meta build, if you know what I'm saying. The build I put together and put on Aaron's site was considered a off meta build, and it still did 1,000 corruption. I think going forward, though, knowing that we're gonna have a corruption tier list, and it's basically going to come down to how far somebody pushed it, I'm gonna definitely have to spend some time. Like I normally play a build for a week. So I'm going to have to try and push some of these builds past 1,000 corruption. Holy... Okay, that must be a... Why, I got 7,657 health. That's insane. Are we doing any practice leveling and prep for season 4 waiting for patch notes? I think, like, most of the time I would have already been getting ready for leveling. So what's going to probably happen is we're going to get patch notes. I'm going to see what I want to build, what I want to do for my season starter and my leveling, and then I'll just put together some planners. I'll put together some planners and then try and, you know, record some sort of footage. That's what's made Bleed Hammer such a great leveling guide. Is it something I can keep coming back to? Yo, thank you to everybody who contributed to the hype train. I appreciate it. Thank you. I am clap. Oh my god, that is amazing. Oh my freaking god, that is an amazing emote. Yeah, if you contributed to the hype train, you just got this emote. Oh my word. Oh, where is that? Oh, oh, that is amazing. Cinnamon Toast Crunch getting down. That's right. Yeah. Thanks, everybody. I love it. Oh, let's get rid of that. Melee critical strike chance. Nice. Holy, that is a ton of mana. Okay. Yeah, I need a break from that. I can't just be doing that non-stop. Let's go over here. Double T7. Let's go. All right, yeah, let's look for a, what's the word? We're going to be looking for a Rift Piece. Yo, thank you for the likes over on YouTube. You guys rock. And so, what did you guys think of the idol altar thingamabob? You know, how you can edit your idle layout with these altars, and how even the altars themselves can be corrupted and they come with affixes and stuff like that. I was definitely getting like Path of Exile vibes. You don't quite understand it? Okay, so let me see. Let me see if I can So it looks like there's going to be a tab above your idle layouts, and you're going to be able to put in an idle layout setup. It'll modify the layout of your idols. I think it would really help if I could demonstrate it with visual aid. And right now I'm in the middle of combat. Right. You know, I think you're understanding it as I'm understanding it. You can't make the idle layout bigger. You can't make it bigger. But what you can do is you can arrange how the idle layout is. I'm going to need to be able to show you. All right, so here's our current idle layout. It's been this way since like forever. right? And it's always been this sort of like chunky plus sign. All right, really chunky plus sign. And then there's always been this little block in the middle, and everybody's had the same exact idle layout since they've been introduced into the game, right? As far as I'm aware of. It's been like this ever since I've been playing. Now, there's going to be a little tab right here, and you're going to get these things called idle blocks. And what it's going to do is you're going to slot it into this little square, and it's going to change the layout. I don't think it's going to change the shape. Actually, let's just pull up the thing. Let's just pull up the blog post.
You serious?
All right. So here's the new idle layout thing. So instead of being a big chunky plus sign, it's now going to be a square, but it's going to be divided by these little squares right here. Can we pause this? Okay, cool. So now it's going to be divided by these little squares to design your layout. And there's going to be this little circle right there that you can slot in, and it'll determine how your layout looks. Right? So now your layout has a certain look to it. You can fit in X number of things, but there's also going to be these little purple things. They confirmed that the little purple things are effects that you can get, but it depends on your idle altar. Yeah, it's going to depend on what your idle altar is. And then on top of it, each idle altar will have its own effects. Right? You know, this one, 3% increased mana regen per equipped ornate idol. 3% mana per idol in refracted slot. These are refracted slots. So that's going to be determined by your idol. And then on top of it, it looks like your idol altar can be corrupted. I don't know if it can be crafted on. I don't see forging potential, but it can definitely be corrupted. Corrupted. 3 armor per equipped corrupted idol. Idols themselves can be corrupted as well. So this is going to bring a lot of, how do I say, versatility to the game. There's going to be a lot more depth in the idol section, which it's probably needed, but it's just going to add a whole extra layer of complexity for somebody like me who churns out build guides. Now I want to make sure that, you know, I give you the right the idle altar layout, and that you take the optimal way. It's gonna add to it. But like right here, you can see they slot it in, bam, it changes colors. And it shows that you've slotted something in. Oh, same thing up here, right? Yeah. But yeah. Idle slots is getting changed. Oh no, we don't want that one. This one. Oh. All right. Well, let's get going. Oh, yeah. Make sure we got the YouTube chat open. YouTube, thank you for being here as well, guys. Oh, I hadn't heard that one. That was funny. What's good, King Cobra? How you doing, man? Welcome back. You gearing up for season 4 of Last Epoch, or have you left the game behind? I didn't fully leave it behind. I'll play the new season, but if it's a boss like season 3, I'll be done fast, I'm sure. Okay, I got you. Well, I mean, it's hard for me to say. I don't think it will be, just because they've spent 7 months on it. They're definitely bringing a lot of new systems. They're definitely trying to allow you to tailor your builds more specifically. Mostly intrigued for the rogue changes. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing a lot. And I think the rogue needed some love. You know, I think what happened with the rogue got the falconer, and then it just became, we got to balance rogue. It's like, well, what about marksman and blade dancer? We got to balance rogue. It's like, well, what about these two other, you know, what about these two other masters? Well, we gotta balance this. So, I mean, yeah, I know Marksman got Heartseeker, which was a welcome addition, but yeah, I think this is gonna be good. Okay, what if we did this? Okay, what if we did that? We tried to get health. Okay. I'm not upset about that. Yeah, people have been asking me what am I most excited for the new season. I think I got one of the most boring answers, but I think the new animation changes have me super intrigued. Like, the moment they said that, I'm like, oh, let's go. Everybody else is like, yeah, about something else. I'm like, new animation changes. Lock it in, boys. Log in. Log in, guys. New animations coming to Last Epoch. Like, look at this. There's nothing wrong with this, but it's just kind of almost blocky the way he runs. It's not like when you're playing Path of Exile 2. It feels very fluid, how like they'll auto lock onto a target and be moving backwards and stuff. I don't know if the animation changes are going to be like that, but I do think it'll be good, and hopefully the game feels a little bit more natural, at least in movement, right? You're not just like, well, you don't even see him turn around. He just is like teleports. Like, So I'm hoping that they add some of this stuff. Like, yeah, you can run in a circle. I think running in a circle is good. But when you go to run this way, bam. Like instant flips and stuff like that. It's fine, but it'd be cool to add some more fluid animations. And not just sudden abrupt, I'm running this way now. Yeah! And you know what? It's going to be one of those things that if they do it really well, almost nobody will notice because they'll be like, "Oh yeah, that feels natural." I guess I should have saved that for Gauntlet, but the season's going to be over in a little more than a week. But technically, it will be over in a week. Tuesday of next week will be the last time we can play this season. After that, it's going to, I mean, we can play offline, but after that, they're going to take the servers offline. Ugh, my body is ready. We're gonna play Pretend and LE Tools, that's right. So what does that mean? My old stuff goes away, time to sell? No. Your old stuff will get transferred. I think people are underestimating the idle changes. Really? What are they saying? Repeats? Yo, trader coming in with 100 bits, thank you. What are they saying? Repeats? And no, Jesse, what's gonna happen is your stuff's gonna transfer to the legacy realm. Corrupted 1x3 against the 1x4. Yeah, that's pretty strong. You can only have one of those, but yeah, imagine fitting in 2 1x4s and then that. And the stuff before season 3, it stays there as well. Here, let me show you. Let me show you. Just so you're aware, this is what's going to happen with your stuff. So yeah. Corrupted 1x3 against the 1x4 mods. Right. We'll open up a lot of new slots. Right. No, you can roll max corrupt. What do you mean max corrupted on the layout repeats? You're such a hoarder. Yeah, no worries. All right, so here's the legacy realm, right? Legacy stash. Yeah, those grids that you socket into the top. Yeah, those are the altars. Oh, I see. So you're not limited to just one. It depends on your altar. You can have multiple of them. Did you say it goes up to +3 as far as we know? Okay, so Jesse, here's your legacy stash. That is what they've shown. Okay, yeah, that could definitely be very strong. Such a great belt. Pity. Never got cleansed. Anyway, so here's your legacy stash. What's going to happen when season 4 starts and you want to keep playing in legacy? You're going to click on season 3 will appear. So let's go to season 2. So here's the thing. You don't get your stash tabs. That's unfortunate. You don't get your stash tabs. I mean, they're there, but they're remove only. So what you're going to do, Jesse, is you're going to click this button. I've already done it, but it's going to merge all of your progress, all of your crafting materials, all of your keys, all of that into your legacy stash. All of your, like if you got like level 12 in, yeah, like if you got level 12 in Circle of Fortune and you're not level 12 in Legacy, it'll merge all that over. So, I mean, if you don't have a lot of stash tabs in Legacy, you will have to buy new stash tabs here. But as you're going, you could slowly pull stuff out of your, previous season's stash into your Legacy stash tabs. Hopefully that helps. It's like a Wayback Machine, yeah. Borkus. Is this dude playing a Forge Guard? Yeah, he is. He's holding he's holding a World Splitter with one hand. Issue I have with the corrupted mechanic is it's going to feel super gimmicky and useless unless you have duplicates, so you aren't worried about destroying the item completely. And as far as I'm aware, if we don't need forging potential to corrupt, right? So if you could make like a best in slot, always has been in PoE. True. Gonna make 1 LP items very good. Yeah, sure. I don't like if you got a best in slot item. If you have a best in slot item, you're probably not going to corrupt it. But if you got like what Repeats is saying, if you got a mid-tier item, a 1 LP item, like a common 1 LP item, and you just needed that slam, and it's easy for you to get another one of those and slam it again, then yeah, you'll probably try your hand at corrupting. LE silent metagame going to be more popular now. I'm like silent. What's that got to do? True. No, I know exactly what you're saying. It's not that hard to get another 1 LP, but if you're trying to get a 2 LP version, good luck. Like Sword Catcher. Sword Catcher is a great item. Getting it 1 LP, not super difficult. Wings of Argentus, 1 LP, not super difficult, but if you want a 2 LP version of those items, yeah, good luck. All boss drops are usually 1 LP, right? I mean, I've killed Rye how many times this season, chat? I've killed Raya and that Harbinger, I don't know, countless times. I've gotten like, what, 2 or 3 2 LP world splitters? For the most part, you gotta settle for a 1 LP. Void Chicken, yeah, like this one was a 2 LP drop and I got lucky with it. Yeah, Void Chicken. I've killed Void Chicken how many times? I probably killed Jorah 600 times this season. I've gotten exactly 3 2 LP star dials. I've gotten more of the 2 LP glove. Right, Deej. Oh, man, this was such a good one. Oh. Who's going to be corrupting your best idols? Probably people who blast the game a lot or get lucky. Jeweler gloves got the shaft this season. And do the Raven gloves give... Those give bonuses to your minions, right? Because the main reason why you want to use the Jeweler gloves is the affixes on that item apply to your minions. Sure.
Stand down or die.
Let me guess. 3 LP Powers. 3 LP Gladiators. Cast means open for either. Well, it's going to be useful for the. Isn't there like some necromancer skeletons that are going to want cast speed, right? What's my favorite Rune Master build? I played Rune Master like once. It was cool. It was back in beta. I kept summoning all these little hydras and everything, but yeah, just corrupted affix on Jorah might be something though. But for the most part, yeah. I mean, I don't think people are gonna be lining up to corrupt their best in slot gear without being able to easily replace it. But I think what Repeats is saying is true. You're going to see a lot of people getting a lot of power quickly by taking like these 1 LP items that are not too hard to get, getting that 1 slam they need on them, corrupt it. If it fails, oh well, you probably already got 3 more ready to go. Yeah, like World Splitter. You'll probably throw something on there, corrupt it, see if you get something good. But yeah, if you have a 2 LP World Splitter and you hit a slam that you want for it, you're probably not going to be like, oh, I know, let's corrupt it. I went from the biggest hype guy for LE to the most skeptical, but I hope I get proven wrong this season, but I don't see it yet. I avoided the test server, so I'm completely blind for it. Wait, you have access to the test server, King Cobra? Yeah, because they said they brought back the CE program or the CC program, but they didn't say how to apply for it and who's in it. You've always had access? They never took away your access? Because they kicked like a bunch of people out of the CC program when they closed it down. Are you saying you're one of the few who got to stay? They took away the streamers. Because they never said who's in it. They just said that they're bringing it back. It was a very small group left. So anybody who was streaming the game got the boot, which left a very small group of people. Then why did they kick Brow out? He doesn't stream the game. No, he never did any build guides. I mean, I don't know if Brow's still here, but I'm pretty sure he never did a single build guide. Now, like when I saw something like that, I'm like, yo, that could be very useful for Sentinel. And you're right. I will admit, my first thought was not Void Cleave, but my thought process was Sentinel could benefit from this because Sentinel is not going to want to... Like, if you could convert your dexterity, like, let's say you're running like a Red Ring build, right? Or you're running something like, you're running the boots, Foot of the Mountain, and you just happen to have excess dexterity as a result. Like, let's say you have 30 dexterity just from running other items because you're trying to hit all attributes, and then you convert that to Guile. Yeah, this is true. You know, you want to? I mean, I could dust off the samurai build again. Hey there, so, hey Bike, just a quick hi, probably gonna stay on lurk mode. Of course, LE, love, good stream. Yo, appreciate it, thanks for being here, man. Yeah, repeats, like, I could definitely see, like the samurai, like, the Rive build, and I used, okay, I'll see what I can come up with. I'm really curious if Blade Dancer will be better than a Flaylich Rogue. Flaylich Rogue, I love it. Flaylich Rogue, let's go. Hey, yo, what's up, Motor Adrian over on YouTube? I probably would not use this. So let's try and turn that vengeance into channel cost. Dexterity, how apropos. I don't have any of these laying around, though I have a very strong sinking suspicion. Imprint it? No, I already got a better one imprinted. Look, I got 13 forging potential left. I'm not saying it's better, but like this is what I have imprinted, right? 34 forging potential, reduced channel costs, mana, health. And the thing is, after I imprinted it, I then messed with this, and this was the result. I sealed the reduced channel cost, and it killed all my forging potential. Like it went from 34 down to like 14 or so. I don't know. It was something ridiculous. Oh, just one thing. Speaking of good swords, any chance for a double Reen future build? One of the best swords visually. It is one of the best swords. Chances for a double Reen sword? Probably not. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll do it for you, Therasu, because here's why. Here's why. 2 LP is possible with Eye of Reen. It's not super uncommon. It is possible. And then here's the thing. Even if I have 1 LP, I can take it, slam it with what I need on this sword, slam it with what I need on this sword, and corrupt it. And I could just keep doing that all day, baby. All day, because 1 LP Eye of Reen, easy to come by, man. Easy to come by. Bam, 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 ship it, and finally I'll get something. No guarantees. Is Reen better than transcribers for JP? What's JP? The thing with Reen has crit multi, and you want to build dot for ignite and fire, so it's a throwaway implicit. Unless you're building a Judgment Paladin. Oh. Is Reen better than transcribers? No. No, and here's why. Because like what Chizzy is saying is true. Let's say you want to do ignite and fire damage for Judgment Paladin. Well, now you got to build crit, because you can only get the dot if you crit something. It's weird. You got to be able to crit, and then you'll get dot damage. You'll get that dot increase. But what do you know what you also get? You also get critical strike multiplier. It's not like here, let me just show you guys right now. Eye of Reen. Whenever we talk about this item, I feel like we're talking about somebody named Irene. Okay, Eye of Reen. Right, we get melee damage, critical strike multiplier. So why not Salt the Wound? Because Salt the Wound only applies to bleed and poison. It only applies to bleed and poison penetration. So you get chance to ignite on melee hit, 100% chance to gain a stack of Reen's Ire for 5 seconds when you crit with a melee tag. Now, even if you convert it, it won't convert the pin that you get from the gloves. And for the most part, the main things that convert are glove items. Most things that convert only convert the shred. They don't convert the pin. So, yeah, so Eye of Reen, you get melee fire damage. You get a chance to gain a stack of Reen's Ire. And when you crit, and Reen's Ire grants you 5% melee critical strike multiplier and 10% fire damage over time. The thing is, if you're building for dot, you now got to give up some affixes to build for crit. Though I will say this, you know, Blue Beyond, he likes to hang around here sometimes. He said he was working on a fire dot build with Eye of Reen, and he did build enough crit, and he said he felt like it was good. He felt like it was good. He didn't have 100% crit, but he felt like the damage that he was getting from Reen's Ire was good. So take it for what you will. Okay, so Theracell. I think I owe you an apology. It's coming back to me now. I think I did use Ring. I think I did use Eye of Ring. Right. Most people just build crate and take the multi. I think I did use Eye of Ring for my version of Judgment that I put out. That looks cool. Let me see if I can pull this up. Now, my version of Judgment was trying to build off of the specifically, I was trying to amplify Ignite. Now, for the Judgment build that's like on max roll, for instance. Yo, what was that? Yo, Tilron, thank you for gifting a sub to Repeat. Yeah, so doing the morning routine, watching you plus like, yo, Motor Adrian, thank you so much for liking and getting ready with me while you get ready. Yo, appreciate it. Okay, yeah, so flashbang. Yo, Trader gifted a sub to Therasu. Are we still doing this? This is what we're doing right now. Yo, Bike, I see you have 2 Season 3 leveling guides. I actually have 3 now. Pally, Bleed, Hammers, and VK Rive. What should I think was stronger for leveling and progression? They're both very strong. They both progress pretty well. At this time, I feel like the Bleed Hammers build was a little bit faster for leveling. But once you got to Empowered Monoliths and assuming you wanted to keep going into Bleed Hammers, I felt like I kind of hit like a little bit of a wall until I found a few items to help me get over the hump, whereas I felt like I didn't really encounter that with Rive. Though I will say, when I did my Rive leveling guide, I did find a Dreamthorn when I was leveling, so that just made the rest of the run easy peasy. It's hard to say. They're both very good. If you told me to choose one, what would I league start as? Bleed Hammers, and there you go. If you ask me right now, what would I league start as? Bleed Hammers. Bleed Hammers. Like, Rive is good. Rive's very good. I just like Bleed Hammers. Yeah, it's the Forge Guard Warpath. Believe me, I think you should probably just play as... I mean, it was good. It was good. It got the job done. All right, let me finish this question. Okay, yeah, so... who was asking me? Was it Therasu? Yeah, so Therasu, when you look at like the max roll version of Judgment, they're trying to boost the damage of Judgment itself. And so they're going to want to use something like Transcriber's Engraver because they're trying to boost the damage of Judgment. Whereas Judgment was there, I was trying to boost the damage of Ignite. So that's why I ended up using Eye of Ring. And I was using the Wildfire Embers, which only works with Ignite. Here, if you're interested, you can check that out, but for your traditional Judgment build, Well, and that's what I'm saying. I'm saying now that corruption's in the game, you can just corrupt items. You can just corrupt your 1 LPs. Oh, right. This is what I was going to do. We're going to... Oh, yeah. You know what? Okay. I'd be willing to take a chance on that. All right, now we just need a rift. I had the amulet? Yeah, I was using the amulet. That's why I was using Eye of Rain with Judgment. But that's not because Judgment was like super insane or whatever. Well, it's not because I was just trying to boost the damage of Ignite, and I was using Judgment as my vessel. I might have been better off doing, honestly, I might have been better off doing like a Warpath or something. I would even have to I would have to read Wildfire Embers again. Yeah, and I was using Vengeance with that build. Trash. Absolute trash. I'll be right back. guess I gotta go do these. And then we're gonna push corruption. Yeah. Push that corruption, baby. Push it to the limit. Limit. I get some Havocs again. 10. I have 10 Havocs. Limit! 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 Welcome to the lawnmower build, guys. Lawnmower. That speed, though. Lawnmower. Which build seems more fun to you? You got an example of what build? Are you about to give me a list? Motor Adrian. Let's get it. What was more fun? What was more fun, or what was the strongest? Okay, last 3 builds, not including Warpath. What did I have the most fun playing? Time Rod Hammers. In terms of fun, that's difficult. I'm leaning towards Time Rod Hammers, but Erasing Strike was also a lot of fun. The only reason why I'm taking some points away from Erasing Strike would be whenever you would get like animation locked. You'd be like, bam, 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 bam. And you're like, oh, frick, I'm about to get hit. And you're trying to move it, and your guy's still like, ha ha, die, motherfucker. But yeah, Racing Strike was a lot of fun. It's still a lot of fun. I think I'm going to give it to Time Rod Hammers. Because it was also super fun to just be walking around being like, phew, 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 phew. Oh, look at that big guy. You like pull out the Joker gun and it goes, and a little thing rolls down. It says bang, and then all of a sudden he's just like, Like, wait, this was 1200 corruption. That guy just died. Does it matter for drops if you go past 500 corruption? I mean, for XP and gold, no, it doesn't matter. For item drops, I feel like, yes, it does. But after 1,000 corruption, I mean, there's diminishing returns after 500 corruption, if that makes sense. And honestly, like, if you're struggling, did I try Smelter's Wrath? No. And I feel like if you are struggling at like 1,000 corruption or even 700 corruption, then just keep farming at 500 corruption. Like, if you could speed farm 500 corruption or take 3 times as long to do 1,000 corruption, it's not worth. You see what I mean? There's like diminishing returns. But if you could speed run 1,000 corruption, then yeah, I think there's definitely a benefit to doing 1,000 corruption. Like right now on this build, I'm doing 666 corruption. Nice. And honestly, could this build do more? Yeah, probably, but I'm doing it really fast. Again. Nice. The devil. Nice. This is what I like to tell people, Jesse. Get ready to unfollow and unsubscribe. You ready? This is what I like to tell people. Are you ready? I need to see some acknowledgement here. I know you're a subscriber over on Twitch. So an ad probably isn't gonna play. Go. Okay, so I've already told all you guys I'm 37, I'm gonna be 38 this year. And I generally stream on my birthday, which if anybody paid attention was June 6th. So I'm 37, I'm gonna be 38 this year. It's no stretch of the imagination to figure out I was born on June 6th, 1988, right? So ever since the year 2000, if you add up my birth date, 6/6, and you add it to the last 2 numbers of the year, you'll get my age. So 6/6 plus 00 in the year 2000, I was 12. I turned 18 on 6/6/6. 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 18. I freaked so many people out. I freaked so many people out with that. They're like, oh my gosh, get away from me. I'm like, like, oh my God. And if for some reason that explains so much, shut up, Till Ron. No, I'm kidding. Sentinel doesn't have so much natural damage over time scaling tags. I mean, Judgment, it has damage over time scaling tags. This has damage over time scaling tags. This has damage over time scaling tags. Smite gains damage over time. Smite gains damage over time scaling tag. Well, actually, I don't know. No, Smite itself doesn't. What happens is Smite doesn't gain it, but it procs a skill called Fissure, which gains damage over time scaling tag. Hammer Throw doesn't have damage over time scaling tag, but it has the ability to proc Disintegrating Aura, which is a skill that has a damage over time scaling tag. Warpath doesn't really have damage over time, but it does have generic damage. Javelin has Electrify chance and penetration. But you're right, it doesn't have a damage scaling over time. Healing Hands scales with fire damage and can proc Electrify, and scales lightning damage over time, but it itself doesn't gain damage over time. Judgment has it. Smelter's Wrath, I don't know. I played with the skill once. Forge Strike, I'm not sure. Erasing Strike can be converted to a Void Beam, which scales with damage over time. Yeah, Daryl just said it. Void Cleave can be converted to Ravaging Aura, or it'll proc Ravaging Aura, which scales with damage over time. How does it compare? It's nasty. It's nasty, and here's why. It's nasty if you play Paladin, because this node. You stack Critical Strike Multiplier, and your damage for Electrify or just lightning damage over time in general goes cray-cray. Disgusting. Looks like a good one. Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic. You know what you should do? If you're interested in that, if you're interested in damage over time at all, stack a whole bunch of Critical Strike Multiplier, take Smite, spec into Fissure, go over here and convert that to lightning damage, and Fissure will become a damage over time that now scales with lightning damage because it deals lightning damage. Put 5 nodes into Charged Hand, gain a whole bunch of Lightning Pin with Electrify and Electrify Duration, and it will now convert all of your Ignite over to Electrify, and then stack Ignite. And also chance to Electrify with Lightning skills. And then just watch everything melt. Your next build, BB? Already did it. Fissure Smite, baby. Yeah, tomorrow, it's very solid. Exactly. Tomorrow, guys, I have a video going live going over my top 5 Sentinel builds that I played this in Season 3. Now, these are the builds I did. I didn't go and look at what everybody else did. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking to gauge what everybody else played. I'm only going off of what I played. So if you're interested in that, be sure to check out the video on YouTube tomorrow. Yeah, chaos. All right, let's prepare to be supremely disappointed. So here we go. We got 5 forging potential left. We have this reduced channel cost. What we're going to do, we're going to seal it with Rune of Evolution and hopefully not lose my forging potential. And then we're going to slowly add mana and health, and hopefully with 5 forging potential, we get lucky. Go. Yeah. I kind of figured that was going to happen. I figured that would happen. Let's just, let's just say goodbye. Yeah, it was good while it lasted. And let's consummate our transition to higher corruption. That helm was so hard to craft. Yeah, dude. It's not been easy. Oh shoot. Well, don't stand in the way of the meteor, chat. Yeah, so here's what I'm using right now. Evolution keep the roll. No, evolution randomize the roll. It was like it wasn't even a maxed out reduced channel cost, but it became a maxed out reduced channel cost at tier 8. It acts like you're upgrading the rune. So here's my current helm. I had T7 vitality and T7 reduced channel costs. I rolled the dice. I got, because if you guys didn't know, Rune of Evolution upgrades a random tier 7 into a tier 8. So having 2 tier 7s, it became a 50-50. This one already goated. Yeah, so here's what it had originally, guys. Here's what it had originally. It had tier 7 reduced channel costs, tier 7 vitality, tier 6 armor, and tier 5 armor. Right? It had those, and then it also had 67 forging potential. And it was not a Leonines. So here's what I did. I used the Rune of Evolution because it was maxed out. There was no way to upgrade it from there. It was maxed out. Rune of Evolution. It went to Vitality. Sucks. Well, it doesn't suck. Vitality's still very good. So that freed up a spot. I put mana on there, and then I forgot to change the item. You know, as you're upgrading it with the Glyph of Envy, I forgot to change the item. So it was still, let me show you what kind of base it was. Oh, it was this base. It was this base right here. It was 125 armor. So then, yes, exactly. So then what I did is I removed an affix as just an act of desperation, and it removed the mana. So I put the mana back on again, and I rolled the item, and I didn't get a Leonines. So then I removed another affix, and it removed the T6 armor. Sucks. But then I was able to put health on there, and then as I was upgrading the health with Glyphs of Envy, I got the Leonines. Place the channels Maxwell, yeah. Dude, so I used 2 glyphs of removal, and I didn't get my I used 2 glyphs of removal and I still kept my channel costs. I consider that a W, chat. What? Are you serious? It was already long gone, man. What did I get killed by? The afterburners? Okay, now we're in 1200 corruption. I'm not doing 1200 corruption. Let's do 808, 808. Hawaii area code. Let's go, 808. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Thanks for being here, man. You take care. This node's echo bonus has no effect unless become a Void Knight. TY again for the sub. That's what I'm talking about. Just Trader's a legend. Trader legend. Legend. Any season 4 builds catch my eye yet? No, I'm waiting for patch notes. Third favorite child, how you doing today? What are you thinking? You have a direction you're leaning towards? I mean, I'm probably just gonna go with Old Faithful, which is bleed hammers, but we'll see if there's any systematic large changes to Sentinel. Spellblade for me, but only because I haven't played it since before release. Oh, so you played it back in beta. Yeah, fun fact, I have never played Spellblade. Which is ironic, because I like Melee. I like Melee, and I really like Sentinel, so... I've been a Sentinel fan since beta. I've been playing Sentinel since beta. Oh, oops. Kind of still new to Mage, though. Yeah, I played Sentinel Shaman. Yeah, Sentinel Shaman I've played a ton. So many fun builds. You're still kind of a newbie on Mage. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'm pretty new on Mage as well. I played the Frostclaw Sorcerer build back in Cycle 1.1, and then I also played like the Hydra Dodecahedron Runemaster build back in beta, and then I slapped together like some sort of Fireball Meteor build that was doing like 400 corruption or something back in Cycle 1.1. It was fine. Runemaster still spins your head. Well, I remember when Runemaster was just like, that was the class to beat, and then it just got systematic nerfs one after another, and yet somehow it's still somewhat relevant. They buff Sorcerer too much, I think. ended up being too good, and then they had to undo some. They had to put some restrictions in place. I think everybody's waiting for Sentinel for the other shoe to drop, if that makes sense. I feel like people can taste mass Sentinel nerfs for Season 4. Chizzy, however, seems to think that they're not going to touch Sentinel because it's a great starter class. It's really easy to get into the game with it. My main fear, and I stated this even back before Season 2 came out, my main fear is that they were going to overbuff Sentinel. It was going to be super strong, and then it was going to get nerfed, and then we weren't going to have skill expression in the form of volatile reversal. Because, like, yeah, Sentinel kind of sucked, but if you knew how to use volatile reversal, baby, like, you could still hang. And then they're like, well, we're going to change that so the class is more approachable and other people can play it, you know, without volatile reversal. And so we're just going to buff the damage of everything. So I hope if they tune it well. I hope they don't just go, wham. Because after that, we're not going to have anything. Man. Either rendition or reversal you haven't been a big fan of. I loved OG volatile reversal in its current form. I think it's hot trash. Ever used the Eternal Eclipse sword for a build? Master Yi was the name of the build. Unfortunately, I just don't think the Master Yi build can hang anymore. Because with Eternal Eclipse, the idea is you're trying to buff the damage of an ability, but you can only do it once every 2 seconds. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it quits a little bit early. If you're over here on Twitch, we're gonna go ahead and raid Pinching Loaf again, friend of the channel. I can actually come in and say hi this time, and yeah, thank you for being here. Hopefully, we got some more news to talk about tomorrow with the reveals. Appreciate everybody being here. Before we get out of here, let me see what you guys are saying real quick. All right, yeah. Anyway, thank you so much, and you guys take care. Say hi to Pension Loaf. YouTube, thank you for being here, guys. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate all the support. And yeah, Motor Adrian, thanks for rocking with me today, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Remember, new video comes out tomorrow. Anyway, you guys take care. Peace out.